Hi, I am Amit Lunkad from Sitabai Thite College of Pharmacy, Shirur. Today we discuss about the one important class under these antiviral agents and which is nucleoside analogues. Let's begin with this. The nucleoside analogues are an important class of antiviral agents. The nucleoside analogues resembles naturally occurring nucleosides and act by causing termination of the nascent DNA chain. These agents are generally safe and well tolerated as they are used by the viral but not human polymerase in DNA replication. So these nucleoside analogues play a very important role as an antiviral agent. In this video, we discuss about the acyclic nucleoside analogues and the compounds come under this class. So first drug under this class is acyclovir. Acyclovir is a guanosine analog antiviral drug. It lacks the complete sugar ring. Acyclovir is a prodrug because in virally infected cells it is phosphorylated to form a triphosphate active agent. Here is the structure of acyclovir. In some cases it can be also considered as a purine nucleoside analogues. So IUPAC nomenclature is 2-amino 1,9-dihydro 9,2-hydroxyethoxymethyl 6H purine 6-O. The numbering starts from this nitrogen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Now in this slide we discuss the mechanism of action of acyclovir. The inhibitory activity of acyclovir is highly selective due to its affinity for the enzyme thymidine kinase encoded by herpes simplex virus and varicella zoster virus. So this acyclovir which can be used against this HSV, that is herpes simplex virus, and VZV means varicella zoster virus. Let's begin with the mechanism. This acyclovir in presence of thymidine kinase converts into acyclovir monophosphate which is a nucleotide analog. Furthermore, this converts into acyclovir diphosphate with the help of enzyme guanylate kinase, and with the help of several cellular enzymes it will convert into acyclovir triphosphate, and this acyclovir triphosphate stops the replication of herpes viral DNA by different way, like it acts as a competitive inhibition of viral DNA polymerase by inactivation of the viral DNA polymerase or by incorporation into and termination of the growing viral DNA chain, due to which it totally inhibits the virus and produce the action. Moving to its different toxicities and side effects, it produces headache, nausea, vomiting, skin rashes, hematuria, arthralgia and insomnia. Uses: it is primarily used for the treatment of HSV means herpes simplex virus. It treats cold sores around the mouth. It also used to treat varicella zoster means used to treat chickenpox and herpes zoster. Now moving to the next compound which is ganciclovir, which is an nucleoside analog of guanosine. Here is the structure of ganciclovir. Here the nitrogen atom which are having a CH2OH group, okay, which is extra as compared to acyclovir. So this ganciclovir mechanism is same to that of acyclovir. This ganciclovir is phosphorylated to its triphosphate form, which is ganciclovir triphosphate, which is competitively inhibit viral DNA polymerase. This ganciclovir triphosphate is also incorporated into viral DNA, causing strand breakage and stoppage of elongation of DNA. So, its side effects and toxicities. The main dose-limiting adverse effect is bone marrow suppression, resulting in granulocytopenia, anemia, and thrombocytopenia. It also produces nausea, vomiting, skin rashes, fever, diarrhea, neurotoxicity. It can be used as an antiviral drug. It is used to prevent disease caused by a virus, cytomegalovirus, in people who have received organ or bone marrow transplants. Ganciclovir is also used to treat people with weakened immune system, including people with AIDS who have CMV rhinitis. Actually, the cytomegalovirus which are present in healthy humans, but whenever there is a immune system gets suppressed, then it will produce the action. So mainly it can be used to prevent a disease caused by this cytomegalovirus in people who have the received organ or bone marrow transplant, as well as when the people having weakened immune system. Moving to the next drug, which is valacyclovir hydrochloride, which is also a prodrug, and it is an esterified version of acyclovir, and that has greater oral bioavailability than acyclovir. It is converted by esterases to the active drug acyclovir as well as the amino acid valine by hepatic first pass metabolism, and its mechanism of action is same to that of acyclovir. Here is the structure of valacyclovir. The toxicities and side effects are: it produces nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, headache. Infrequent adverse effects are agitation, vertigo, constipation, abdominal pain, rash. Rare adverse effects it produces like coma, seizures, leukopenia, crystalluria, and fatigue. Moving to the uses, it is used for the treatment of herpes zoster. Also used for the treatment and prevention of oral and genital herpes simplex virus 2. Used for the prevention of cytomegalovirus following organ transplantation. It is also used for prevention of herpes virus in immunocompromised people such as those undergoing cancer chemotherapy. Used for the treatment of chickenpox in children which having ages in between 2 to 18. Moving to the next class of nucleoside analogues, which are purine nucleoside analogues, and the compound is vidarabine. This vidarabine is an adenosine analog with an altered sugar. Here is the structure. Moving to the mechanism of action, vidarabine is phosphorylated intracellularly sequentially to adenosine triphosphate, in short ARA-ATP. Like it will be converted into monophosphate, diphosphate, and triphosphate, and this adenosine triphosphate which produce the action. This cause preferential inhibition of viral DNA polymerase. Inhibition of viral DNA polymerase, inhibition of virus-induced ribonucleotide reductase, or inhibition of other virus-specific enzymes involved in DNA synthesis that are more sensitive to inhibition than the corresponding host cell enzymes. This inhibition prevents the lengthening of the DNA chain. It produces nausea, vomiting, leukopenia, thrombocytopenia side effects. It is active against HSV, pox viruses, rhabdoviruses, heparin viruses, and some RNA tumor viruses also. It is also used to treat herpes zoster in AIDS patients. So here we discuss about the nucleoside analogues. So all of you getting this? Hope all of you getting this. Thank you. Thank you very much and happy learning.